Hey guys, Gods of Olympia here, picking back up from that stream from a second ago. More like a few minutes, but we're back, and here's the cutscene I was stuck in. I'm gonna wait for the stream element spot to pop up on the side. And eat some pizzas. Well, the bot's taking a bit. I'm almost out of pezzas. I know the internet's still unstable, but it was stable enough to continue, I'm pretty sure. Well, this is a boring start. Come on. Well, hope you got here before my bot did. It's all good. Is the image at least here? I was sitting here in the cutscene I got stuck in, waiting to see if the stream elements bot would join the stream, because usually I get a message when the stream elements bot joins, and I haven't got it yet. But as long as we have an image, I'm good to continue the cutscene. Thank you. I've been keeping tabs on all the people who've subbed to my YouTube account, and I always keep tabs on all the people who follow. I'll check y'all's stream, or I'll check your accounts to see if you're streaming. If you do stream, there's times I'll join and watch your streams. Most of the people who subscribe to my YouTube account, I'd say you're the first one, maybe, that isn't a family member or friend. Because they're mostly family members and friends that have subbed to me on YouTube. I'm out of pezzas. Well, that's upsetting. Four bosses a day, you'll get like 2,000 something XP in 3 days. Yeah, I don't think you're wrong. I'm pretty sure you do. Let's see. Let me do that then too. 2,000 divided by 3. 600 times 3 is 1,800, so that'd be about 700 times 3 is 2,100, so that's you're probably meaning around 650,000. No, 650, not 650,000. Math work in my head. Be easier just to pull out a calculator, but I didn't want to. 2000 divided by 3 is 666.66 to the infinity. So that's getting an average of 666 adventure rank XP each day. And I'm pretty sure each boss fight gives about 250 XP, doesn't it? Oh, look! Stream Elements bot just joined. There it is. Took it a minute. Yeah, now I'll go ahead and click this. I could do a boss fight after this to see the exact amount of XP you get, but... Let's see. Took him a minute. I think you get 250 XP per boss fight. So if that is the case, you'd be getting... It's either 100 to 250. It's one of those two numbers. I'm sure it's not. Let me finish this and I'll try and better accurately figure out what I'm saying.
Are you here to explore the snowy mountain too? You scared me. Please, don't scare me like that. I was giving my research report some much-needed consideration.
Poor Sucrose. I didn't expect that.
But you were just standing over there, staring into space. Not at all. I was just thinking of a name for a new subspecies of sweet flower I propagated. It has seeds that are 4 times as large as normal.
That's why I put her on the cute list in the last stream. That's just adorable. Her shyness is what gets me, and then the ears too, and all that.
Oh, are you interested? Wonderful. Next time, please allow me to show you the fruits of my work.
Of course.
It's a shame. If I wasn't coming to this mountain, I would have brought some samples with me. Yeah. Weren't you doing research in the city? How come you're here? Timaeus and I were helping Albedo organize research data. Timaeus just left, in fact. You didn't run into him? Sure didn't.
Nope.
He said that he wasn't as sharp as Albedo when it came to data. By quite a long shot, in fact. The significance of some things Albedo is able to grasp almost immediately, but we, on the other hand, take considerable time. I fear that this must be the difference in our knowledge and experience showing. Timaeus seemed rather depressed about the matter. He said he was going to take a walk, so I'm currently settling the leftover affairs myself.
Yeah...
I was originally going to take a look around myself after finishing up here, but unexpectedly, I gleaned some interesting data from these reports. But, well... guess my search for secrets will have to wait.
Curious.
Secrets? Ooh, what secrets? Actually, do you two have time right now?
Well, sort of.
Don't have anything on us but that. Then, could I ask you for a favor? In truth, I feel like Albedo is concealing something from myself and Timaeus.
Definitely.
But isn't he your teacher? What would a teacher have to hide from his students? That's true, but I feel like he's always hiding something. It is my personal guess that it is some great secret of alchemy.
Trying to remember what day I was when did I hit 26? I used to play this pretty hardcore in the first few weeks.
Wait,
now it's kind of slowed down, but...
How are you so sure? Timaeus and I are both passionate researchers of alchemy. If it was anything else, Albedo wouldn't have any reason to hide it from us. You do have a point. Could you help me investigate what it is that Albedo's hiding? Please. I'm just too curious. What do you think? Yes!
Let's do it.
Thank you, thank you. All right. Let's take a little trip, shall we?
Alrighty. Since I accidentally started the quest, I'm not gonna like start it, but I accidentally walked into the cutscene. Let's see. Can't do that one yet, and these are both at the summit of the mountain. Then there's my commissions. If I do any commission, I kind of want to do that one. But, let's see, we were talking about math with the boss fights, how much XP you could get per day if you did, well, There's 160 resin per day. Each boss fight is 40. So you could do at least 4 boss fights a day. Well, let's see. What could I kill real quick to do the math? I can do a boss fight real quick. I don't mind. Let's see. The Animo Cube is easy, but personally I go to this one just because I have Klee. You'll see in a minute. I think you're correct.
Shadows of Fate! Animal test 63, Animal test 6301.
I want to wait for my E and R2 to both be fully charged. Now, you see that damage right now. And this, I'm gonna point it out. I don't mind if it hits me. Level 80.
It's bombs.
Level 80. I'm wearing the wrong artifact, because this one does cryo damage bonus. I'm still trying to fix that. And this is Constellation 0. Imagine if I had Constellation 6 on her. Like, come on, man. And then if I max out the talents still, because I'm not maxed out, the damage output would be tremendous. This is the boss I test my damage output on every time I do an upgrade. Just, man. Let's continue this.
Jumpy Dumpty Go! Boing, boing, boom! Laser Polite!
I've talked about that on stream once before. Give me a second and I could do that again. Come on. Three of them. Nice. It's 200. I'll finish the map and the math, and then talk about the artifacts that I've set up on Klee as an example. Let's see. 4 boss fights a day, that's 800. For 3 days, that's 800 times 3, which would be 1,600. 2,400 XP in 3 days. So you were correct that you could get
so
about
heavy.
2,000 XP a day. You'll get about 2,800 XP a day if you do all 4 boss fights each day. But your resin doesn't recharge that much. In 24 hours, I think your resin only recharges back up to 130 with total cost of going through all of it.
Dodoco, where are
So, if
you?
that's the case, you'd get to do 4 boss fights the first day, 3 boss fights the second day, and 3 boss fights the third day. So that would be 800 plus 600 times 2. So 1,200 plus 800, which is exactly 2,000. You're correct
These bombs,
on that.
so heavy.
Man, I feel like a total math nerd. Artifact thing. Now, the artifacts. On a basis... Man, I'm a little... my sinuses. The first 2 aren't, like, big important. Everyone in my group of friends calls me the dictionary, or things like that. Because if I play a game for, like, a day or so, I can pretty much tell you everything I know about it, in detail. So, we play a game and my friends are like, hey, do you know where this is? Yeah, I do. Let me take you to it. hey, do you know where this is? And I go around helping everyone, to the best of my ability. That's one thing. If people join me midstream and they ask me questions, I entirely don't mind answering. Or trying to help them out. So, the artifacts also have to do with how your character is set up, and I'll explain that on a different character in a minute, but... Sinus is clear, please. The first two artifacts are sort of basic, as in, this one will always have the HP stat on every artifact you get, the flower. And this one will always have the attack status effect at the top. So these two, the top isn't what is important. It's the 4 skills you can get on the side. For example, I have energy recharge and the crit damage and the elemental mastery. Those 3 are really good, mainly for Klee's setup here. And more elemental mastery and energy recharge there. The HP, Klee dies really quick because she has no defense, so HP is nice too. On to this one though, I get 139 elemental mastery and more crit damage bonus and a crit rate bonus. This one, I wouldn't mind replacing it because it's a cryo damage bonus and she only does fire damage. This one on the other hand, is 62% crit damage bonus. Plus, the 4 stats on there aren't really good, but it's the crit damage up there that I like. Now, I can go up here to explain that a little better. If I click triangle, it'll go into her base stats. Her elemental mastery is 240. And you can see, if I do a vaporize or melt on the second line, it'll do 40.6% more damage. If I do a overload, superconduct, electrocharge, shatter, or swirl, it'll do over 100% more damage.
So heavy.
And if I do a crystallize with a shield, it'll be 64.9% better damage absorption. I wouldn't say what the character lacks, more like what the character can combo with.
Totoko, where are you?
For the reason I say that is, Klee. Klee is a character that literally does claymore damage that is only fire-based. So when I hit an ice slime, the cryo slimes, they are made of cryo. So pure fire meets the pure cryo hit. And I'll always pretty much have a 100% chance of activating Melt, with a 40.6% chance. That's where I said I'd be getting into the point of showing another character. To better explain that, but the crit rate and the crit damage on Klee here, that's the big thing. That's one reason I do so much damage.
Totoko, where are you?
This lets me get my ultimate quicker. And this, I get 32% from because of my weapon, I get 32% in each area. But then there's the pyro damage bonus. It goes up another 30 because of my artifacts. And she's a pyro character, so it goes up tremendously.
These bombs, so heavy.
And the book is it's not the book, is it? The set. The artifact set. The set bonus. Crimson Witch of Flames. That's another thing you have to put into play. This is what's giving me the pyro damage bonus on the 2-piece set piece. At 4-piece, it does the bonus damage with an elemental reaction. But then it has the bottom part where it says, every time I use my E or R2 ability, the 2-piece set will go up stronger. So it'll go from pyro damage bonus plus 15 to 30, then to 45 every time I do the Jumpty Dumpty Bomb. That's why before going in and using my ult or an attack, I'll Jumpty Dumpty Bomb twice. Because then my next few attacks are going to have a 45% attack bonus and fire. Now, you said, does it lack the character lacking thing? Well, I just thought these are good combos for elemental reaction damage, but Barbara is a good character to explain a little better on. That's a good question. Now, usually, you can find good information, man, my sinuses, in the talent section. For example, if you read through all of these, they'll give you good info. Let me see. I'm trying to look for a specific thing. Here it is. On hit, Barbara's normal attack will heal your own party members and nearby teammates for a certain amount of HP, which will go higher the more HP she has. So pretty much the more HP Barbara has, the more she'll heal your teammates when you're attacking. So Barbara is a character you want to literally max out with as much health as possible if you're using her as a healer, because she will heal as much health as she has. And that also goes with her ultimate. It is also HP scale. So, and I haven't even upgraded those talents. And a good artifact set that I'm using on her is Maiden Beloved. Plus 15 healing effectiveness, and anytime she uses her E or her ult, all party members are going to heal by plus 20% more for 10 seconds. And in here, these two are pretty basic, but I was trying to get... This one has energy recharge, so I could use the ult more. This one is an awful one. It does pyro damage. Kind of ironic. And this one has an HP boost, which I want to up a little more. And the weapon has an HP boost. So my Barbara has 13,000 HP. But when I'm healing my teammates and other things like that, I can heal up to 2,000 health with basic attacks, a second maybe, and an 7,000 health estimatedly with my ult. So she scales with HP. The more HP she has, the better she'll be. So a good place to find what they combo with, that's by an elemental status point. You said combo with. Well, I kind of just explained a good way to know what you can scale them with to know how to set them up. Characters that have that in their talents, like she has that in her talents. AoE damage. That's a good question. But no, I'm going to answer the how do you find out what combo one first, and then I'm going to move on to the artifact, or I could do both at the same time. Well, to know what they combo with, you can look up a elemental list and what elements combo with each other better. For example, fire and electric will create overloaded status effect. And overload is a really powerful status effect in general. So fire and electric go hand in hand. So if you figure out what combos go hand in hand, you know what your character will combo best with. Now on to artifact AoE damage question.
Cleo is a brave girl today.
If this'll open, go to domains, open this, let's see. Now I remember these. These are electro. So those are good for electric character. That would be... This is the Maiden Beloved, but this one would be good for AoE. Because, for example, Sucrose is an AoE character with how much she does with crowd control. And if you have this on her, it'll increase her animo damage bonus by 15%. And then if you have the 4-piece set, whatever elements combine in her wind attacks will go up by 60% damage. So when I do that giant ult for Sucrose, and I combine it with fire with Klee, that fire will do 60% more damage. Plus, the enemies inside are going to get a 40% damage resistance to the element that is absorbed. So all those enemies in there would take even more damage to fire, plus taking the bonus fire damage. So that would be good to combine with Sucrose for good AoE crowd control. Especially if you have a good character to combine it with, like Klee or Mona, someone who has good elemental output. Definitely Child would go with that. And you said you had Jean and... What was your other 5-star? Jean and Albedo. Well, Jean does animo damage. Albedo does geo damage. Neither of those would combine with Sucrose's animo. But if you put them all in the giant wind tunnel, hit it with a status effect, and then just decide to geo your E flower with Albedo, that would still do a bunch of damage. Let's see. These are the fire flowers and stuff that I've been getting for Klee. And this is more of a defense set. He does. You're correct. They just added out a new domain that would be really good for him. Give me a second.
I found a really weird-looking lizard.
I've yet to look at this place. so bear with me. Go down to the best version of it. Here it is. Cryo damage bonus of 15%. And if he does his E or R2, all people in that circle will do cryo damage. When a character attacks an opponent affected by cryo, your crit rate is going to go up by 20%. So say I have Klee with a lot of crit rate and crit damage, and I hit them with a cryo attack. If cryo's on them, the minute I hit them with Klee's bomb, it's going to have a 20% even more chance of doing that crit damage. And if they're frozen, the crit rate will go up by another 20. So that's a 40% increase to do a critical hit, plus the 15% ice damage. But there's a second one. This is Hydro. So this would be good for a Hydro character. But you said Chongyun, so the other one would stick with Chongyun. Pretty much though, if I were to get that on Chongyun right now, but I don't have him, and combine that with my Klee setup, I could probably do even more damage. Just hit them with a cryo attack, and my crit rate's gonna go up to, what, 50 to 70% chance? And my crit damage is 120%. So I'd be doing even more damage at a constant rate.
These bombs, so heavy.
But on the AoE idea, well, let's see, is there any others? Other than the Animo one. This is Geo. Here you go, you have Albedo, right? Okay. Gain a 50% Geo damage bonus. Albedo, when he places his E or R2, does a gigantic AoE circle when he places that flower, doing damage initially, and even more when he activates his ult. This will give you the 50% Geo damage bonus. And then when you're wearing 4 pieces, upon creating the elemental shards, which you create a bunch of, definitely want to grind these out as you can. I would suggest using compressed resin. It's condensed resin, condensed. Because if you use condensed resin, you'll get double the amount when you walk in. But with the Archaic Petra on Albedo, you'll get the 15% Geo damage bonus, plus every time you create an elemental shard, all your party members will gain a 35% damage bonus for that element created. So, say you're fighting an army of cryo slimes, and you activate his E to place that flower. You'll have the 50% Geo damage bonus to all the enemies in the area, and if they're cryo slimes, they're going to automatically create cryo crystals. So then you're going to get a 35% damage bonus to any enemy that's cryo for 10 seconds. So that cryo group will get a 50% damage bonus against Albedo. So that would sort of be good to get on Albedo, sort of, if I've got my math right. That's good for Ningguang too, especially because she's also full Geo. But Albedo is a good AoE character, and that's another reason you said AoE, so I wanted to look at that there. That is a really good set, I think, to put on him, just because of how much AoE he does. Those flowers cover a large range. Every time he places one, it will affect all enemies in the area, plus giving you that damage bonus. And this is a pretty basic one that you can have on all characters, but it's pretty much at the same level as the one I just showed. Using your Elemental Burst, damage bonus plus 20, and using it will give another attack bonus plus 20 for all characters in your party for 12 seconds. I don't use it personally, but it's not a bad set to have as a 2-piece, in my opinion. But I'm sure other people know more about that than me. So, if you're looking for AoE, Archaic Petra for Albedo. Chongyun is definitely AoE, so that cryo set. And if you have Sucrose or Venti, the Viridescent Veneer would do. Because they all have large AoE.
Heavy.
I used to walk through the stores with my mom when I was younger. Thank you. Um, yeah, whenever I go and when someone, that mouth work. Whenever someone asks a question, I try to explain it to literally the best of my ability, with all the knowledge I have at the tip of my tongue. And because I tend to ramble and rant, I'll try and answer every single question to the best of my ability without stopping until I've answered it with as much knowledge as I can. So unless I have all the knowledge thrown out there, I'll probably, oh, you've asked another question. I'll finish this one, then go to that question, as I was doing. um, man, um, my mind went blank. I forgot what I was doing. Well, I'm gonna go to the Adventurers Guild real quick while I try and remember. I was going to Dragonspine and I was saying something and mind, bam. I switched thoughts and then just forget what I was doing. Man, it happens a lot though. Now personally, that's one reason I would have loved to have gotten Albedo. He literally covers the entire battlefield and you can use his E/R2 very frequently.
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
I wasn't? You're probably right. Another 125 plus another wish plus 2 more of those. And I can ascend again. All it took was... Well, I ascended from 45 to 49 3 days ago. I think I did, yeah, you're right.
Ad Astra.
Sometimes I feel like my mind is so full of thoughts that I'll forget. It's like, I'll be saying something, and then 1 minute I just go blank and I'll forget what I was doing entirely. It's really weird. But no, that's sort of why when I first started streaming, every time I'd start a stream, I would start it with, if anyone wants to chat in here, I don't mind chatting, I love chatting, join my streams and chat, ask me questions. But after a while, I just kind of got into the whole role of just streaming it, and then if they decide to chat because they finally feel like they're ready to, then I'll answer. I know what you mean. None? Well, personally, I have a lot. But it's not the food I need. I need healing food. I have defense, crit, attack, stamina, revive, everything but healing, really. It's really ironic. And when it comes to resources, I've got a bunch of food resources. Hundreds, really. I almost have 600 foul. But that also goes down to account of how much money I have. I'm almost at 6 million more. And that was from doing events. Like the last event they did, you got like at least 2,500 more if you bought out all their... And I was gonna do that for the money.
He's bomb.
But if... I've mentioned this once or twice on stream before. But if you're running low on meat, I know a store that sells meat every single day. And if you're running low on fish, I know a store that sells fish every day. And I can go ahead and showcase those real quick on stream again. Besides, I need to buy them. I've been forgetting to these past few days. I never hunt. Personally. I've never went hunting. No, every single day I logged on, I went to Draft here. And if you talk to Draft, this shop resets every 24 hours, and you can buy 10 pieces of raw meat and 10 fowl. Plus, they just added this in the update, 5 eggs. So, if you come to him every day, that's literally 10 a day. And then... And I've showcased this on a few streams just so people would know how to get food real quick if they were low. Because they put these shops in the game, but they don't show you where they are. Or that they reset daily. Because these are shops that are on the map, but they don't have icons. And they're not in big towns. And if you're looking for healing food, there is a perfect grilled fish restaurant that sells perfect grilled fish. I think also every day. And I'll showcase that in a minute as well, because I don't mind buying a few. And that would be right here. He sells 10 of them every day. They're a bit expensive, but you don't have to cook them, and you don't have to make them. And the other shop, which is the fish shop, it would be down this way. There's actually 2 fish shops right here on the dock. Uncle Sun. Who sells 10 fish a day. 10 crab, which this used to be 5 crab. They just upgraded it. And this used to be... No, it used to be 5 fish, 5 crab, and 10 shrimp, but then they multiplied each one and upped it. I used to do that, but then once I hit, like, a certain amount, I started to slow down. Uncle Sun and Uncle Gao here both sell fish, if you need fish. His prices are a little weird, personally. But I'm back up at 100 just buying him out. And the other dude out.
I'll just count them.
Wait, I just realized, does one of these recipes have apples in it? It does. Northern apple stew has apples in it. I always thought, hey, I've got all these apples that I can just outright eat, but never have any reason to use them. They are an ingredient. But yeah, if you go to those stores every single day, you'll get literally about 20 to 25 fish and 10 meat and 10 fowl a day. And if you don't use it, it'll start to accumulate. After 10 days, you'll have 250 fish, or less, probably less than that, but... And about 100 meat, and 100 fowl.
So heavy.
And that's without using it, though. But if you have a constant food supply from buying the perfect, delicious fish, and you don't feel a need to use them, that'll also come into account on saving you what you need to. So let me look at this. I'm trying to remember what I was, where I was. I've searched everywhere but the dead center. Top. 2 quests are at the top. Not that. These 2 are at the top, and I need the Northlander polearm prototype. This one, I just started by accident. Well, I'm gonna do the commissions real quick to get them out of the way. I failed this one already once. I'm not gonna fail it twice, hopefully. Because I got that... I've been trying to do this since day one. I finished the language exchange 5 times. And I got a poetry exchange 2 days ago and failed it for the first time I got it. I'm gonna try it again and hopefully not fail it. Technically, it would be easier just to do this quest right in front of me, but I really want to do this and take attempt 2. Which teleport? Let's go with this one. Like, another thing I'm not sure too many people noticed, the Cryo-Registine boss fight. It had a hole at the top where you could just jump down into the boss fight. Well, last update they removed that top opening, so you couldn't just jump in. Well, apparently a lot of people complained because they added it back in this update. I thought it made the fight look more realistic, and made the fight look more like it was its own battle, because if the Cryo-Registine and the Pyro-Registine's arenas look too similar, the only difference is their element. But it's the same with the cubes, their only difference is their element and their moves. I feel like they could do a lot more differentiation with the boss fights. I've marked it on my map, but there's a girl who spawns around here.
La la la.
Give me a second. Here she is. She's always out here. She resets, I think, every few days, but you can go to her to buy wolf hook, valberries, and philonomo mushrooms, if you don't want to gather them. And I can showcase something else in a minute too. Are you ever low on valberries? That'll help me decide if I'll show it again or not. Otherwise, I'll just do it off stream for myself. That's usually the best way to go, it saves on resources. I remember you. I failed this the first time. Let's not fail it twice. Let's do this. I don't know if I read it last time, so I'm gonna try taking a look at it. Selly Dada Mimi Nunu. Yeah, valberries. It's a pinkish type berry used in the ascension of characters. Pretty much I was going to showcase a quick way to get at least 50 to 80 a day. Or not a day. Or 50 to 80 a week. Pretty much. Elon Musk. Is it though? Give me a second. Now you have me curious. Turning around.
La la la.
Ella Musk. Close though. Alright. Seems to be an everyday greeting. This phrase does not appear to convey any malicious intent. Muhe yi. These 2 words seem to indicate some sort of positive excitement. Yi dada, very direct praise. Most likely does not have any negative connotations. Negative term, yayika. I said that last time. Nini Zito. Seems to be an intensely threatening term. Close. But yeah, if you're low on valberries for your character ascension, I could showcase where you could find a good amount. They're only found on one mountain. Let's see. I don't want to do this wrong. The minute I saw this commission, I'm not failing it twice. So I'm not saying the 2 bottom ones. Alright. It's not Nini Zidu, and it's not Yayika. No, they don't sell them at night. You'll have to change the time schedule. Not this one. It's either Yidada or Muhei. Okay. It's not Yayika. Okay. Did I get it? I think I got it.
La la la. Woo!
So much anxiety. I didn't want to fail it twice. Alright. I did indeed. Yes. Thankfully, it worked. It's another one complete. Alright. Yeah, let's just get the commissions out of the way. 42. So they sell 42 fish? Or did you have some initially? Let's see. Some peppers? You mean the Jeyun chili peppers, don't you? Let's see. I've marked a few locations. The Jeyun chili pepper bushes give you 3 Jeyun chilies per pick. I know there's 3 that I marked right here on the map. 3 different bushes. You had some? Okay. So that's 9 Jeyun chilies right here. There's at least 4 different Jeyun chili bushes around Quingsay Village, so that's 9 plus 12, which is 21. And there's like some random bushes around here. There's one right here. Oh, like actual pepper, the black pepper. Oh, man. Let's get these commissions. I should have been talking and going since I'm just sitting here rambling. No, you didn't make me. I just have a tendency to do that. I laugh at myself when I do it. Alrighty. Let's take these guys out of the way.
Fate is upon
How
you.
rude.
Absorption test. Absorption test. Fine, fine, fine.
I do my best to. But there are times I've ran into, because I'm very socially awkward and an introvert and socially anxious and really awful socially, let's just say that. There are times where I've said the wrong thing because I'll say the first thing that comes out of my mind. And I automatically feel awful. I feel like they kind of sell too much of those resources. Because that's 100 pepper. Every week, though. I guess that's not bad if it's every week. Man.
Shadows of...
No fire axe for you. But no, I have a tendency to say the wrong things sometimes when it's not what I'm trying to say. It's like, sometimes I gotta sit here and try and think my words through, because not being good with social interaction, I'll say the wrong thing, the wrong words will come out, or it'll come out harsher than meant to. Or it'll come out rude and also not meant to. A lot of things like that that's happened over the years. Man. Oh, you haven't proficiency that have you? Oh, yeah. When it comes to the recipes, what I did was every time I unlocked a new recipe, I'd sit down and grind it out to the best of my ability so that... oh. Oh. I find it interesting, the whole proficiency system, but then once you proficiency them all, you run out of, interesting cooking to do unless they add a new recipe. And if they do add a new recipe, it's not an easy recipe.
Let me amuse myself a little.
How rude.
Decided by destiny.
Stand still. What even hit me?
Animal, stand clear. Get me going.
Really? No. No.
Look at me.
No.
Just once more.
Let's see. I think I know which one you're talking about. It's a tall-tipped mountain in the middle of Liyue, in the Huaguang Stone Forest right here that has about 10 eggs every time you go to it. 10 to 12 estimated eggs, right? Yeah, I did. You probably saw how I was low on eggs. I used to have at least 60, but then I sat down and spent them all. And in this area is so remote that I usually don't go there. Is that the one you were thinking of? By any chance? Ah. It's just so remote out there, I don't usually go there. If I were to set a custom waypoint, I probably would end up going there. But because fireflies, I don't see them very often, I'm very low on the firefly stuff that you need to make the custom waypoints. 3, 2, 1.
Delve into destiny.
Absorption test. Enhanced animal module 75. Absorption test.
A spot for sweet flowers. Well, sweet
Written in the
flowers.
stars.
Those turn into sugar, and you find them in every region. Let's see. Get out of my way, dude, I'm thinking. Alright. Now, purse... Man. Really? Alright. Oh my goodness. Okay. Sweet flowers can be found in Liyue, Dragonspine, and in Mondstadt. That is actually a flower that people say you can find everywhere. Because of that, there is not one huge location where you can find sweet flowers. You tend to find them pretty much everywhere. If you just run around the mountains, the countryside, Dragonspine, Liyue, you'll probably find them literally in every single location. They don't clump them together too much, but you just said, you know, go to a place to find them. I think I might remember someone who sells them. Either Cloris or Chloris. She might sell them. I didn't check. There's 2 plant stores that I can check. I think someone sells them. I remember someone selling them. I think that's the only flower that doesn't have a specific location. And there's people who've made memes on that flower because it's everywhere. I get bored sometimes, and I just watch a YouTube video of a bunch of memes. Right, this way. I forgot what I was doing for a second. It's this way. And she's not here. There's a sweet flower out front, though. So I think I'm at the right shop. There we go. Hey there, Flora. Yep, she sells 10 of them. Probably every week, or every few days. Now, if you had asked a good place to find small lamp grass or calla lilies, or even windwheel asters, I know a good few locations. But sweet flowers are pretty much everywhere. I think you can find at least 20 of those lamp grass in this area. Cecilia's spawn up here. The valberries are all over this mountain, and every single location that you see is a clover. There is a bush with 4 berries on it. So that's 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40, 44, 48, 52, 56, 60. That's 60 valberries every week or so. And kept trying to get the numbers in my head. Windwheel asters spawn in this vicinity. Calla lilies there's like 12 to 16 around the lake here. For Flora? Yes, there is. She wants you to find flowers for her, I'm sure. I'm pretty sure that's what the pots in front of her that I have there are. Now, both Chi-Chi and Klee have a specific perk. Once I finish these commissions, I'm gonna head back to Dragonspire, but I wanted to get them out of the way. Both Chi-Chi and Klee have a specific perk that helps with flower gathering and specific resource gatherings. That would be that Klee, it'd be easier to showcase than describe, I think, or at least it would help the description. I'll show it once I finish the loading screen. Yeah, it does. I think that's the main location I've seen that has Cecilia. Let's see. Right here. Display the location of any resources that are unique to Mondstadt. Both Klee and Chi-Chi have a perk like that. Klee's works so it'll show you any rare resources only in Mondstadt, and Chi-Chi's is for leeway. But if you use those characters in your party, on your map it'll literally show a little hand icon where a resource that's only found in that map can be found. So, anytime I walk by a Windwheel Aster in Mondstadt with Klee on my party, it'll show it on my map, so I know where it's at, exactly. Same with Cecilia's. And I think small lamps do the same, the electric lamps do the same thing. I'll be a pirate. Kind of feel like doing chores is the goal of this, but okay. Right, Animo or Hydro, not Pyro.
Stand clear. Animal test 6308.
Oh, I just completed all of it. All 4 of them. Okay. Alright.
Woo! La la la. La la la. Woo!
I just wanted to get everything in order before I continue questing.
Ad Astra Abyss.
Sucrose is now Friendship 9. I'm pretty sure, and I think I'm starting to notice this. I think the friendship, if your whole party's friendship is maxed out, will go to the next character in your list, because she went up a friendship a few days ago, and she's never in my party, really. I mean, she's in my party for boss fights, but only certain boss fights. I don't know. I guess once I max out everyone on my main party's friendship list, I could actually do a better gauge of it. Let's see. I want to get rid of that comment on the top left. It says I need to go to Mondstadt for rewards rep in the rep area, but I maxed out Mondstadt's reputation a few streams ago. Man, it's getting late. My time, at least. I know Galaxy's time is like 2 hours ahead, or behind mine. This way. Adorable little Klee and her run. Alright. Yep. I don't need it, but I'll claim it just to get it out of the way. 12:30. It's 12:30. At night, not in the morning. I was gonna say I should probably better orient the time than that, because there's two 12:30s. Pretty much it's like midnight. I'm at 6, and I need to get to 8. And there's even a pole arm there. I don't even know where you'd find anymore, because I searched everywhere pretty thoroughly. Well, now there's this, and the actual quests on the mountain. So where's this at? This is talking to Albedo, so I'm gonna deal with the other two quests. Not this. I do. Man.
Brave girl today.
I want to look at it.
Found a really.
I finally have access to it. Complete Festering Desire, Archon Rival. This one's already been unlocked. 7 days is all that's left. I am really behind then, because it used to say 20 days. I am probably gonna have to grind this out. Oh my goodness. Forget the side quests.
heavy.
forget the side quests. I'm going straight to Albedo. So last time I checked that thing, it had, 20 days on it, and now it only has 7? What? Okay. Luckily, from what I've checked, people have said there's no resin lock on this event. So, I don't have to worry about resin. I just have to worry about actually getting it done.
Albedo!
Why are you here?
You say it so suspiciously.
Are you lost?
No, came to see you.
No, we're not.
A secret?
Hey, what are you doing? Our mission calls for a delicate approach. Sure, but still.
Actually, you've arrived at just the right moment. I have business with you too, in fact. Here, catch.
Huh? What's this?
Too bad they didn't actually show us catching it.
As you can see, it is a sword.
After the last cutscene, where he said he had a secret where if he ever lost control, he hopes that we'd be the ones that would put him down. I can see it after that cutscene. I can really see it. And I'm thinking if he does become a boss, it'll be at the end of this quest line in the event here.
I did not make the sword. However, I did add some alchemical touches to it.
And
Would you like
I
to try it
really
out?
would hate that. Yes,
My
I would.
research indicates that this sword has some unique properties. Only you can use it.
It's the sword from that vial, that weird crystals at the bottom of that bottle that he said.
But I need to gather data from it quite urgently. So, could I bother you to use it in battle?
Wait a second. How can there be a sword that only one person can use?
Well, let's see. The end of the last quest we did, he said there was weird crystals in the bottom of the bottle we drank out of. And now there's a sword that only we can use?
Very astute of you. This sword has indeed had a curse laid upon it.
A curse?
An ordinary person would be unable to wield it at all. However, you are an exception.
Huh?
Or perhaps I should say that only you are immune to the curse. As such, who could I find to help me if not you? We gain little from saying more. Go find some monsters nearby. After all, some things are best discovered through practice.
It looks like a nice sword. Weapon enhancement XP bonus. Well, I have a lot of XP material. Well,
Where are
the main reason I want to do the event
you?
is the shop. Right here. This will upgrade the sword you get. These can be used to upgrade your weapons. Other than that, the Mora. This is 300,000 more. Right here. Then here, more weapon upgrades. Another 300,000. And XP and stuff. More upgrades. These crowns are only able to be found in limited duration events, and they're a talent upgrade for your characters. This I can use on Klee, the books for Klee to up her talents, so those are really important for me. and then more money. So this one is still locked for 2 more days. This one they have opened already. This one they've opened already. The books are sort of worth it too. It depends on one's opinion. I like the books, but the money is really nice. But I don't need the money anymore also. Well, Noelle, you're gonna have to go for the time being.
There's still a long road ahead.
Because I need someone who can wield a single sword. Increases elemental skill damage by 16 and elemental skill crit rate by 6. And I need those to ascend. Well, let's test this thing out. I mean, what's it gonna do? Drain the life out of them?
How about those over there?
Paimon still has a bad feeling about this.
Let's just end this quickly. Or not. Hit me with a combo there. Alright. They move so much.
Over here! It's with this brat!
Ferocious man.
Give it back, you thief!
Treasure hoarders? There are treasure hoarders in a place this cold?
Enough talk! Hand it over!
Watch out!
You just threatened me?
Written in the stars.
Curses! Animal test 63 absorption test.
You should know better who you're threatening.
Be gone!
Exactly. Keep thinking I have Noelle on my team to block the arrow. Well.
That tingle?
Animal hypostasis emulation. Animal test 60. Stand clear.
I messed up. Careful. Have a little taste. That tingle?
La la la. Now that's rich. Treasure hoarders calling us thieves?
Albedo stole the sword, didn't he?
They certainly arrived quickly. Goodness, no.
They seem to have been talking about this sword. What's going on?
Why are you looking at me like that? Of course I didn't steal the sword.
But, dude, her face, though.
Not long ago, the Knights caught a band of treasure hoarders outside the city. The goods they were smuggling were also impounded. This sword was one of those items. We believed it to be stolen plunder, but no one came to claim it. Nor could we find out where it came from, so it languished in our stores. I noticed it quite by chance while in our storehouse. To tell you the truth, such an old sword would see little use outside of alchemy.
You claimed it for yourself? Just like that? So, then what happened? You just took it with you?
Indeed. And I initially intended to perform some experiments on it, but I unexpectedly discovered its true origins in the process.
My initial hypothesis is incorrect.
This ancient-looking weapon once passed through the hands of a now-deceased blacksmith. It is a legendary, magical sword.
A magical sword?
It is said that the smith vanished not long after creating the weapon, with the weapon subsequently becoming lost to time. Working backwards from its eventual fate as plunder, one can guess that it was then stolen by the treasure hoarders, where it remained in obscurity till recently.
The blacksmith who made this weapon disappeared? That's kinda spooky. No wonder it's cursed.
Exactly. Do you know the story of Durin and this mountain?
No.
Durin was the black dragon who menaced Mondstadt, before finally being defeated by the combined efforts of Dvalin and the Animo Archon Barbados.
Now I do.
After a fierce battle, the vanquished Durin crashed to ruin here, falling into the thick snow. Snow gathers atop this mountain and never melts, which is a most curious phenomenon. Which leads one to wonder, was Durin's fall here purely by chance, or was it intent?
Could it really have been intent?
Perhaps this place was chosen as a gravesite precisely so that the snow's power could seal the corrosive toxin coming from Durin's body. It seems plausible that Barbados would think of such a method.
Huh. Was Barbados such a capable god?
Well, these are just my postulations. I don't have any evidence. But what's for certain
red
is that
heart.
this mountain and Durin are deeply intertwined.
That red weird heart thing I saw.
In fact, I believe that the very sword in your hand has Durin's remains in it.
A dragon's remains?
Indeed. The dragon's eyes, claws, and scales ground into dust before being used to coat the blade. In this way, Durin's corruption and venom entered into the sword and became the source of its power. This is very advanced craftsmanship. I presume that having successfully forged the weapon, the smith must have tried it out themselves in their joy. But using the sword in battle would have allowed the corruption to seep through the blade's handle and into their bodies. Ordinary mortals cannot withstand such power. The blacksmith must then have fled, driven mad by the curse, before meeting their end in some unknown place. You've purified Dvalin's tears before, which is a very rare ability indeed. This ability has protected you from being corrupted or poisoned, and you can completely eliminate their effects, which is why you and only you can properly wield this sword.
Still, this sword really is huge. Yikes! It's glowing!
As far as I'm concerned, this is where the real experiment begins. This sword is still very weak at present. However, it is able to absorb energy, and through that, it is able to constantly become stronger. In some sense, you could even say that it is a living thing. Well then, traveler, adventure with it to your heart's content. I need you to help it grow.
I have no clue.
I believe that we will soon have all the proof that we need.
I really have no clue. But that's the Act 1. So now I have access to, wow, this. This is what the rhyme-worn fragments and crystals were needed for. Enhance it to level 20, enhance it to level 40, and that's pretty much all of Act 1. Well, I'm gonna enhance it now, and then collect that. And you can activate these. I now have this quest unlocked. Let me do this real quick. It is an interesting weapon. I like its style and its undying admiration ring refinement ability. It is interesting. They really need to make it to where you don't have to click it. Alright. And I'll be able to ascend. Oh my goodness. He's not lying. Give me a second. Where is it? Don't mind me, dude.
Here comes trouble.
Right here is the rib cage of a dragon. Supposedly. And here, I found this a while back. This gigantic, creepy thing. Are you seriously following me? In here. You can hear a heartbeat out of it. And that's all. So this definitely has something to do with the event. And I won't say the sword doesn't match the color. Yeah. It's kind of creepy. That's literally why I named it. Creepy red heart. Oh. Wrong thing. Event. Into this. Claim. I've just finished Act 1 entirely. And the character who equips this weapon during the event will do 60% more damage to all opponents in the Dragon's Fight. Alright. Oh. Man, you work fast. Gonna enhance it some more. Aye, aye, aye. There we go. Now I just need the purple ones. That thing's creepy still. You can see an eye in the center. And hearing that heartbeat is kind of creeping me out. I'm not gonna lie. Let's go talk with Albedo again for part 2. I'm stuck between wanting to wish some more, but then when is the update for 1.3 coming out is the question. I think I have time to spend my wishes and get more, so you know what? I'm gonna just spend all my Prima gems. I'm fine with that. Come on. Da-da-da-da. And let's do this. 10 wishes. 4 wishes. Yeah, I got time. I got time. It gives me a full month to decide if I want to save up wishes. Purple. New unit, please. That's okay. I tested him in one of the test trials a few streams ago when he was on the banner. I liked using him. Technically, I've always used the same team of Klee, Noelle, Mona, and Sucrose. But if I can ever get the Discord set up, like I've been trying to, I'll probably put a message board or something in there. I don't really know how much it works, or I don't know how that stuff works really. I'm still looking into it. But if I can figure out how it works, I will put up a board in there for people to choose what characters I'll use next stream. I'll let people choose what 3 characters I'll use other than Klee on my team, because Klee is not leaving my team. But if people join, I'd be like, hey, help me figure out who I'm gonna have on the next stream. Because it does get a little boring using the same team over and over, and I don't really know. A lot of the characters I've gotten recently that I want to use aren't leveled up high enough to use, so I don't use them. Yeah. I expected that. Only one, and it was a copy. Well, give me a second. Wrong thing. I never save these up. I probably should, but it's the gambler in me. None of my primo gems are real money, though. I've never put real money in to get wishes. So, it's always me getting primo gems. It still didn't work, but it happens.
Benny's Adventure Team!
But it's like I've set some characters up in here, and I don't really use them often. I've used Fischl in the Spiral, Lisa in the Spiral, Zhengling. But the characters I want to use, like Razor, Diona, Bennett, Xignon, they're all lower levels, and the enemies would wreck them. So I'm working on it to get them up there. I have. I've tested him out in the mouth work in the test trial as well. I do like using him. I really do. Let's see. I wanted to get everyone to 60 at least, because the next ascension rank you need 8 boss material, so 4 boss fights apiece. So let's see. 70, 60. I level her up to 60, level up to 60, ascend, and then level up. Ascend, and then... Nope, she's at 60. Level her up to 70, and level him up to 60. So, I'll go to Diona, then Razor, then her, and then before ascending her, I'll level up Bennett and Amber. And then I just have to level up her, and then they'll all be at least at 60. And I'll focus on ascending one. Alright. Another one down. Razor is pretty deadly. I need to upgrade this weapon I got him, though. I still haven't upgraded it. But he's definitely someone I'd want to put on my team. Alright. Apparently I spent over 500,000 more. I hit that one every week. And my money still somehow doesn't move. Alright, Albedo.
Albedo!
You're back.
We've been working hard on the sword, you know. Check it out!
Indeed. It is as I thought. This sword grows stronger as you use it in battle.
I thought that only applied to people.
And that's precisely what makes it special. Ah, yes. I should mention a more important matter first. I've investigated the area nearby, and I've discovered some unusual signs.
It's not more thieves, is it? That's true.
I believe that these strange traces require investigation. Whether it be thieves or something else, we shall investigate, and we shall find out.
Alright. Part 2. Begin. Now, I used the Animo Traveler, I like the Geo Traveler, but what I wanted the Cryo Traveler, or Dendro, or Fire, but we didn't get a new element in this area for the Traveler. That was a little upsetting. Little upsetting. But I've maxed out the Constellation for the Animo Traveler. I don't know if I have for Geo, I haven't checked it in a while. I'll check that at some point. 10 years later. Dendro is plant. Currently there isn't a single character in the game who uses Dendro. So for example, Bob. Over there. This would be a better way to explain it. Let me go over here. This is your elemental sitescape, which everyone knows that. I don't know why I'm saying it like that. But you see how the grass turns green? Well, the grass is Dendro. The one element in the game that no one currently has, no character, is Dendro. But grass is Dendro, shields from the regular Hilichurls are Dendro. And that's one of the elements in the game. You have... what's a better way to show it? Party setup. Elemental Resonance. You've got Animo, Pyro, Hydro, Electro, Cryo, and Geo, which is Earth. And it doesn't show. That's 6 of them. But on the left side, there's 7 elements. The Dendro element, the heart, is missing. They currently haven't added a Dendro character. But Dendro does exist as a character element for some reason, telling people that they probably will add a Dendro character in the future. But currently, the only Dendro we see is the grass and certain Hilichurl shields. And I'm curious to see how they're going to add that up. Any leaked Dendro characters? I haven't really looked into any of the leaks yet, sadly. But apparently in the beta there was a Dendro character who used a pike, but they didn't put him out in the main game. I don't remember his name. I'm curious to see how they're gonna set the characters up, because there's 7 elements and the main traveler is supposed to be able to interact with all of them. So if that's the case, Animo and Geo so far. I wanted to see how they were going to give the Traveler Cryo. And I'm curious to see how they're going to give the Traveler Pyro and Dendro and all those others, too. Because the Traveler's supposed to be able to interact with all of them.
Lots of human activity here, that's for sure. Looks like more than one person, too. So they have a camp here. Huh. Here to steal, just as usual.
And would be rather convenient to rob adventurers who come up here, yes.
It's survival of the fittest here on this mountain, huh? All that
Yes,
stealing,
definitely.
though, and still, every last one of them still poor as dirt. Anyone who calls us thieves gets no pity from Paimon.
You mean Rosaria?
Who's that? Who are these sniveling sneaks snooping around our camp?
Right, Rosaria? The nun who people keep saying is a vampire? If so, yes, and I really want to get her on my team. Just her personality. A bit rude, but I like it. And... A. But... I'm curious to see what weapon they'd even give her. And if she had an element, what would it be? Some people said she might be a character in the future, but they... Yeah, she's supposed to be coming out soon. But I don't know what element she'd be. No one's really said anything about her. If they put her out as a character, it would either be in the next banner or 1.3. If they put her out in the next banner, I am grinding. Because... I want to get all the characters, but... Hey, it depends. I tried to grind out for Beto and her parry, but it didn't work.
Ah! We're busted!
It depends. If they have her as a it depends on her play style. It really does. Alright. I feel like the Traveler doesn't do enough damage. But then again, I don't have the right artifact set up.
There's no end to this.
Huh. You're... That's probably correct.
Absorption test. Absorption test. Enhanced animal module 75.
Dude, you don't even have a health bar.
What are the Fatui doing here?
Really? The dude had
And
no
those
health
treasure
bar.
hoarders look just as confused as we do, too.
Cryo, huh? Interesting.
Prepare to be blown away! Dumpty dumpty
A spear, huh? Well, currently there's only 2 pike users in the entire game, so I'm not surprised.
Absorption test. Absorption test.
Oh my goodness, this is... I try and kill the water dude, the wind dude heals him. I try and kill the wind dude, the water dude shoots me.
Be gone. My research has failed.
What? Really?
La la la. Dumpty dumpty go!
This kind of feels like a difficult setup to do. Animo dude heals and water dude heals.
Shadows of fate. Absorption test. Animal test 6301. blade. Maybe I wasn't meant for this world.
Really?
Looks like I went too far.
The claymore or the damage they're dealing to me? Oh.
Not breaking a sweat. Flash frost.
I know. Oh. The tornado kept going as I'm dying.
That's not right.
And she's full. You need to die now that Animo dude's out of the way. Well, you're not wrong. It's kind of illogical for someone that small to use a weapon, or that young, but I'm curious to see how they're gonna handle it now.
Absorption test. Animo test 6308.
I wouldn't be surprised if they gave her a small sword and said it was a claymore.
No slacking off.
Or made it to where while she's fighting, she looks kind of clumsy. Because the weapon is so big.
Flash frost.
Stand clear. Absorption test. Swirl. Mark 2.
Really, dude?
Cooked food. Disgusting.
Aye.
The Fatui. And they chose to attack us within the treasure hoarders camp. Did they follow us here?
I have no clue.
Why would they do that?
Or what character they would do that
Did
for.
you go rile them up while we weren't looking?
No, I didn't kill any Fatui.
Did you?
No. Oh, what? Oh, that smile. Slowly as we start to see his face, and he's got this creepy, nonchalant smile like we did it, but it's probably him.
Maybe it's something we all did then.
I think the Fatui are looking for this sword.
His face, man.
Weren't you keeping the sword super secret? How did they know it existed?
Perhaps they caught sight of you using it on the mountain. If their eyes are any good, they'll definitely have seen how the sword stands out from the rest.
They really want everything, don't they?
Not quite, no. The Fatui are collecting things related to the Archons. This, I believe, is known to you.
Huh. Now that you mention it, we did hear Master Diluc say that.
Durin is the sworn enemy of the Animo Archon, and had power comparable to his. To say that it could rival the Archons, or was related to them, neither is an overstatement.
So that's how it is.
I made a new discovery while sketching nearby. There's an area up ahead that's quite remarkable. Its ley lines flow differently from any other.
Is it that heart thing?
Nearby monsters have been attracted to it and have fallen under its influence. As a result, their constitutions have come to far surpass others of the same kind.
That seems convenient. Well, we're here to help this sword grow, aren't we? Might as well go try it out on those monsters.
Precisely my intention. Oh, and do remember to observe how various enemies affect the sword differently while you're at it, please.
La la la.
Right. She died. It's literally shaped like a sword. I have not. What theory? I need this backup dude. This is my safety net. You're not destroying it.
Decided by destiny.
Really? You know, that wouldn't surprise me too much with how much of a twist of fate it would be.
I have a hypothesis concerning this. Each time this sword absorbs power from the bodies of fallen enemies, it will resonate with Durin's remains, hidden somewhere on this mountain.
Holy moly!
That is
sounds
weird.
Amazing.
If
We
my
did pull her
theory
out of the
proves
water.
correct, this could mean that all the monsters here may be resonating with Durin's body. I fear this may have to do with the origin of these monsters' powers. Durin is no ordinary beast. Even though it is long dead, the entire mountain is still held in thrall by its corpse. The dragon's mysterious power may itself be a form of curse. We still don't have enough information. If we wish to understand more data is required. And this is where you come in.
Guess story times become work time.
I have some research work that needs settling, so we will have to work separately for now. Let's meet up again near the broken bridge.
Alright. And that's the end of part 2. Refine Festering Desire to level 2. Accumulate a total of 600 Glimmering Essence, 1,800. Complete the Testing Grounds Challenge. And complete the Testing Grounds Challenge 5 times without any Ruin Brazier being deactivated. Testing Grounds is what I think I was just doing, but now it says without any being deactivated, which I just did. You have to complete it 16 times, and then this is Glimmering Essence, which we get from... it's the currency. Okay. Now let me check this.
Export
This one's also open.
inside city wall. Grounded be thy woe. Explosions can hurt people.
I was gonna say, is it on the map? It is indeed. You know, I really don't know how I'd feel if Paimon were the god who stole our family member. Don't know. I really have missed out on timing for this event. I'm really lucky that it's not a resin-locked event. Otherwise, I would have been out of luck. Oh, all good.
Another test subject.
Pretty much. I wouldn't be surprised if that were the case.
I got careless.
And I don't know how I'd feel if that were the case.
Simulation. Absorption test.
I mean, we did pull her out of the ocean and all.
I got careless. It's a fury.
Let me scry.
Gas cross.
Fate is upon you.
Alright.
Prepare to be blown away.
Alrighty. Huh. I don't even remember what the original god looked like. But it's an interesting theory. Definitely. Interesting theory to say the least. Yeah, the fact that this event isn't resin gated makes it so much easier for me to just run around and do stuff, and I don't have to worry about not having resin.
Dumpty Dumpty go! Dumpty Dumpty go!
Next group.
Enhanced animal module 75. Stand clear. Absorption test.
Shadows of fate, written in the stars.
Alright. Yeah, something is definitely a bit off.
Dumpty Dumpty la la la!
That's another one down. Another one, another one, another one bites the dust. Let's see. If I were to buy it out, it's 150 for a full buyout. So 300, 600, 900. I don't want these, but I could buy out the entire store with some hard work and effort. Well, I did 2 of them. If I were to do any more, I'll probably do them off stream. Because it's getting late, I'm gonna get as far as I can in the actual story of the stream, and then do everything else on my own time. Or maybe I'll just get on and do it tomorrow. I want to get back into the groove of doing a Genshin stream a day, and then another game every once in a while. And as much as I was enjoying Hollow Knight, I'm starting to think I might drop it for the time being. Because I was streaming Neo, Hollow Knight, Genshin, and Minecraft, and I felt like I put too much on my plate at the same time. So, maybe I'll make it to where it's just 3 games. Minecraft every once in a while, Genshin every day, and Neo on Fridays. Alrighty.
Albedo, we're back! Oh, hey, does he have a guest over?
Yes, perhaps it is too soon to ask our greenhorns to come adventuring here. But adventure is nothing if it is not about pushing our limits. What is a journey without struggle, without excitement? This place may be infested with wicked hilichurl bandits and knee-deep snow, but an adventurer must never stop pressing forward.
Cyrus, to the point, please.
Come, come. The beauty of a chat lies in the journey, not the destination. Just like an adventure. Even if you are robbed blind and must give up on your encampment, you can start a fire and cook a meal in the frigid snow. This journey
Only
up the
one way to
mountain
find
will
out.
be an unforgettable one for all our newcomers.
Yes.
They may resent me, or even hate me. But in the future, they will think back upon this moment with hearts full of gratitude. For this was the day that the spirit of adventure was passed on to them.
Oh, yes. Go on.
Blue sword? Yeah, he's definitely bored.
Oh, brother. Albedo's at it again. He's always so cold when the topic doesn't catch his fancy.
Sadly, I can be like that a little bit. I try to put as much of my attention into a conversation, but if it's a conversation that I'm not like super interested in, I can be a little cold. Not on purpose. I try to put my full focus in. It just doesn't always work. Albedo reminds me of me a little bit, but personality is what we see of it.
He sure is interested in you, though.
But I enjoy adventuring, so there's a difference between me and Albedo there.
Still, should we say that our newcomers are too green, or that the mountain is too mighty? We have taken great losses this time.
What? What do you mean, great losses?
Oh, you must be.
Long time no see.
Ah, yes. The young adventurer and her companion. It is my pleasure to see you here. I trust these frigid ascents have not given you too much trouble?
Ha! We can take anything it has to throw at us.
Ha ha ha! Good, good. I love your confidence. But you must be here on some important duty, braving the wind and snow like this.
Just some manual stuff.
I came here to gather the latest data on Hilichurls, and asked her to serve as my assistant.
Ah, I see. A gathering of people chasing their dreams and ideals, is it?
It's at the rib cage, which if you go where Albedo's camp is and you go from the door entrance straight ahead, you should be able to see the giant rib cage downhill, and the heart is in that area.
Then I wish you all the best.
I can't show my map
Farewell
because
for
I'm in
now.
this.
I must go see to our new recruits.
Looks like we've made a discovery. Well, it is a magical sword after all. It's understandable that he doesn't want other people to know about it.
I am listening, you know. There is no should or shouldn't here. I can answer your questions, but not right now. Right now, I have more pressing matters on hand.
Pressing matters? Let Paimon guess. We've got a part to play in it too, huh?
You're getting smarter, Paimon.
Hey! Paimon will have you know that she's always been smart.
I have discovered some new habitats nearby with different monster types. I believe they will provide us with similarly varied data. Perseverance is key to research, and persistence is the basis of the alchemist's art. So, are you ready? Then let us go.
I love a good fight. Let's go on then. Just gonna teleport. He doesn't need to know. It's right here. If you zoom in on it, you can actually see that it looks like a ribcage in Wormrest Valley. You probably found it already, but I'll still show. But I feel like you asked because you might have needed to find it. Alrighty.
It seems that no one is here.
Do monsters go out to run errands too?
Well then, would you like to take a look around before they return? Or shall we rest a while here?
Ah, right. We all do.
Just what I was thinking.
So we're having a chat now? Paimon wants in.
I know you must have questions, whether it be about me or about this entire situation. As I said before, I will answer them.
Once I've done this, I think the next 2 days on Genshin, because I'm going to do a Genshin stream a day. The first day, I'm going to grind out the last of my quests and the event stuff, and then the second day, I'll do a little more event stuff. Because if I finish this, I'll have all of the quests pretty much done. And then on the next day, when the next part of the event comes out, I'll actually try and showcase it, you know, the day it came out, do it. Like I had initially wanted to, but
I will not deceive you.
things got behind.
There are some things I cannot go into detail on. On these matters, you'll have to permit me to summarize a bit.
Huh. Guess Albedo can be pretty straightforward when he wants to be.
Hilichurl.
Uh-huh. What?
Paimon.
What do you think? And why aren't you asking Albedo, huh?
Yes, it would. Saying blood reminds me of Avatar, the water element being used to control one's blood because there's blood. The blood has water in it. So.
Decided by destiny. Prepare to be blown away.
What is it doing here? Ah! It's running off, and there's something in... Did you see that? That Hilichurl ran off while holding onto something that looks like a book.
Huh.
That's not good. That was my sketchbook.
Maybe.
Paimon thinks it's just your run-of-the-mill thief, really.
To think that it dared to steal my sketchbook. Quite bold, this one.
Looks like Albedo's got a frosty temper.
Oh no. He looks upset.
We must get the book back. It has my notes and sketches in it.
Oh? Okay. Alright.
Da-da-da.
Probably once I catch up in the events, I'll probably end it there. So, it depends on how long this takes, 10, 20 minutes. And I'll do a few of the next part if it has like a little mission thing you can do, like how you can...
We gotta hurry up before it gets too
Bleh.
far away.
Man, not again. Didn't click that. Pretty much once I finish this part of the event, I will probably, if the next part of the event has something like this in it, I'll probably do 1 or 2 goes on it, and then wrap things up, and then I'll do the rest in the behind the scenes and stuff on my own time until the next stream, because it is kind of getting late. I just don't know how long this one is, so I was estimating 10 to 20 minutes.
Stand clear.
Block this. Alright. More of his footsteps.
Looks like it's a dead end. You know, except for this huge cavern entrance.
Judging from the tracks, that seems to be the case.
Uh-oh.
Then what are we waiting for? We can't let it escape.
Wait. This mountain is incredibly large. Even if there was a path within its bowels, such a road would not be easy to walk. Can you feel it? The wind carries the scent of ice and stone with it, and the sound of echoes. The space within must be massive.
It is.
Really?
As such, rash moves are of no benefit to us.
But we've come all this...
It is, but that doesn't mean that we should act recklessly. There is another way. It just requires some extra work.
Are we gonna go in through the top or something?
If my guess is correct, this cavern's exit is on the other side of the mountain.
Oh, that's even worse.
You are quite the expert glider, and I am a fair hand myself. So, prepare yourself, and we'll glide across in one go.
I mean, I guess I'm good with flying, but I don't know about that. Okay. There's a Crimson Gate here. I'll be back for that.
Look, there's a camp over there.
Ow. Have I seriously not? No, I've been here. Why is the Sealy here then?
There are so many of them. Are they trying to surround us?
Oh, it's so we don't freeze, isn't it?
Pretty smart. Is this also the influence of Garen's body?
Evolution had to happen sometime.
Stand clear. Boing, boing, boom! Boing, boom! Absorption test.
Did he go into the tree or something?
Boing, boing, boom! And that's our sketchbook. And it was on the head honcho, as expected.
There's been some damage.
I'm glad
I need to
to
head
hear
back
that.
to see if there's
Always
anything I
looking
can
for more
salvage.
people to
Let's meet at the alchemy stall
talk
in
to
Mondstadt
and-
later, shall we?
Wow. Albedo
Everything.
looked like he was in quite a hurry.
Don't really
Guess those
know
who
what to
can't
say.
appreciate
If
art
anything,
shouldn't be able to handle
I feel
it, huh?
glad to be entertaining enough.
Those are the
Tell the
survival
truth, 'cause
rules that the Knights of Favonius gave me.
Most of the time I feel like I'm way too monotone and everything. Wow, another sentence like that makes me real happy. At least I've only been streaming now for 2 months. I'm pretty much brand new at this. It was my second month as of the 23rd of December. Ironically, the day that the game updated.
Albedo, how's the sketchbook situation?
It's alright. A few pages were destroyed, but most of it is intact. The temperature in the snowy mountain is sub-zero. It can reach extremely low temperatures, especially near that cavern. What makes matters worse is that the hilly churls have drooled all over the pages. To leave wet paper in such low temperatures, it's too dreadful to imagine.
I don't know if I'll ever hit 100. I think I hit 22 today. 2 months and I'm at 22. I don't know. I might hit 100 at 7. Man, that would feel like a giant milestone. Once I get the PC and capture card, I'm definitely gonna set up overlays like most recent follower, this thing and that thing, and I'll have them all set up there on the screen for people to see.
Frozen paper is so brittle. It doesn't take much for it to fall apart, huh? No wonder you're an alchemist. Such an ingenious mind. If the sketchbook had been severely damaged, you'd be furious, wouldn't you?
What leads you to believe that?
You told us there's a lot of drawings and notes inside.
I must admit, I bring this sketchbook everywhere I go. However, I wouldn't fly into a rage over such a thing. Had I not been able to salvage it, I would just draw everything again.
Huh. How pragmatic of you.
Is that so?
That's right. Yep.
Wish our characters actually said these things.
Absolutely. All well said. You took the words out of Paimon's mouth.
You're right. Redrawing everything would be a tedious endeavor.
Especially since you're so talented, right? You've mastered so many skills and gathered so much knowledge that other people can only dream of. But such talented people sometimes forget about that. It's one of the downsides of being smart, isn't it?
Without a doubt. Paimon is an interesting creature.
Aw, don't put Paimon on the spot when it comes to wisdom.
Changing the subject, Cyrus told me that the hilly trolls from this mountain attack and rob adventurers. The place we visited should be one of their camps.
Yeah, the hilichurls here are way stronger than the ones at the bottom of the mountain.
I can't disagree. I assume this must be related to the dragon. The corruptive power emanating from Durin's remains is making the monsters stronger, which, in tandem with the frigid climate, depopulated some mountain areas. Can you take out the sword, Traveler? Each time you fought in the mountains, this sword was absorbing power and storing it within itself.
I know, right? The day they put out 1.2, they made it to where when you put the Traveler in your party, you hear them say stuff. As well as if you go into their voice notes in the profile section of your character logs, it'll actually let you hear all of their chat options between the main Traveler and Paimon. They do have a voice, and they just didn't put it in the cutscenes, and I can show you in a minute.
Moreover, thanks to your purification, the corruptive power of the dragon's blood seems to be all gone now. It's a very interesting phenomenon.
It's not the first time we've done something like that. We're experts.
I always wondered what purification was capable of. I knew you were capable of doing it, but seeing it with my own eyes is a unique experience. Indeed, I can't say it's the safest of weapons.
Lucky that it wasn't snatched away by those hilichurls. Otherwise, we'd be done for. Hilichurls are a threat too. What if that power could turn them into ultra hilichurls? Ultra demon hilichurls. Snowman, now you've ruined the game.
Not really, we're on a snowy mountain.
Anyway, about the sword. If it's so powerful, can't it absorb your energy as well, Albedo?
Would you like to try it out?
Oh my goodness. Then zoom in and that face again, like he's got this serious look.
Yikes! Such a cold gaze!
Oh my goodness.
It's fine. After all, I still hope you'll continue to use this sword.
Oh man.
You still trust us? Even though this sword is so dangerous? Well, that was unexpected. Albedo, you say one thing but do another. Paimon can never tell what's really on your mind.
Exactly.
I have no idea what you're talking about. But if you want to know why I trust you, it might be because the unusual ones like us share a certain degree of understanding.
True.
Lonely individuals. Those who aren't like ordinary people. Just like, you and me.
This sentence, he's implying something. I'm curious to see what the next part's like. Alright. Warm Essence. Yep, here it is. Pilgrimage Challenge. So I'll do a little bit of that too. Alright, first things first. I said I'd show you, so here it is. Right here. Let's choose a good one.
Lisa and Amber feel a bit like sisters.
Huh? Why's that?
Amber often runs errands for Lisa. Older siblings asking their younger siblings to do things for them so they can slack off is a rather common practice. But my brother and I are the same age, so we had to decide these things via rock, paper, scissors.
Whoa! So doesn't that make you my younger sister?
What do you mean?
Well, since Paimon floats, you're the only one who can run any errands.
Seriously?
Oh, man. But yeah. They gave the main character a voice, but you only get to hear it in the profile voiceover section. Or when you're putting them in your party. Which I feel is a bit sad, because there's some people who don't really go into the profile voiceover section. I touched this up on one of my past streams that I noticed that they actually had put this in. Because initially you could come in here and click it, and it wouldn't let you hear her voice, or the male's either. But now there's actually a voice for Paimon and the main character in here. They just haven't put it into any of the cutscenes or nothing, which is a bit sad.
Speaking of Fischl, she also claims to be a visitor from another world. We're similar in that way. We even bring a pet along with us.
Pat? Now wait just a minute here.
But her raven Oz, he looks cool and is polite to boot. More importantly, he can both scout and fight. Very useful indeed. Maybe I should make arrangements with Fischl to trade companions once in a while, for, say, a week or two at a time. It should be quite interesting.
Hey! Doesn't Paimon get a say in this?
Oh my goodness. A lot of funny ones in here, though.
Let's move.
What are you trying there?
Shouldn't get careless.
I haven't been this much into a game since I found out about Monster Hunter and Neo. Those games really caught my attention. And I grinded through Neo. I still haven't finished Monster Hunter. And I think I want to start doing streams of Neo. Or, not Neo. Monster Hunter. But I already feel like I've got too many streams on my plate, so if I did put streams of Monster Hunter in, I'd probably do them just like I do the Minecraft ones every once in a while. One more to go. Oh, hey there. On your side.
Well, neither can
Well, that was a waste of a little bit.
I see through you.
Behind you.
Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun.
Nice hit.
Looks like I went too far.
I liked Apex. I played it for a little bit. In Rocket League, I haven't played it, but I've thought about it. Wait, where's the chest? It's over here. Alright. Let's do one more. And then I'm gonna check the event shop and see what I can buy. No, if you find me on PlayStation, I made it to where my account is visual when I started streaming. But my account trophy level is over 300, and I've played over 200 different games. I've sat down and I've actually counted. I've played a lot.
Swirl, mark, kick. Boing, boing,
So, when it comes to gaming,
Have a little taste.
wouldn't be a lie saying I'm experienced or a veteran at it.
La la la.
I got careless.
I've been playing for 12 years, more or less. How rude.
Written in the stars.
No thank you. Bit of lag there.
Again.
La la la.
Right, it's not Noel.
Jumpy, jumpy, go.
It doesn't hurt.
Well, bop. And there we go. This one's actually easier than the other one, I think. Alright. Yeah, I'd say it's a little easier than the other one. Complete it without accumulating more than 20%. Now that one might be troublesome. But there's not any more resources to upgrade the sword in here.
Dodoko?
I clicked the event shop. There we go. So, out of everything in here, I'd either want the money, which I could buy 150,000. The books, which I could buy 20, I guess. No, 15. Or this. So I don't think I'm gonna spend the warm essence, because I just want the dragon marrow. And this, I'm gonna buy them out of everything. Pretty much. So I'll probably grind this out till I bought all the weapon enhancement and the festering dragon marrow, and I'll grind out warm essence till I bought that one. And then I guess while I'm at it, if I have free time, I'll grind out the books, the ore, and the money. But the main things I want are the weapon enhancing. And then here, the talents. Let's see. What could I do to do as a wrap-up? Could end it on a boss fight. Let's see. What boss? There's 3 currently. I've done him before. I know. Storm Terror. Man, my throat sound was not expected. Let's see. We'll do Storm Terror this time. I might get a Northlander prototype. And in the next 2 days, I'll probably try and find all the Crimson Gate, which I just remembered there was one up there, so I'll go get that momentarily. I'll probably do it off stream. Alright. I actually found out you can climb Storm Terror's neck. Initially, I was only using Mona to try and reach him from afar. Right, I just unlocked level 90. Alright, I'm leaving this up to you. 80 or 90? What do you think? Because I'm lower. I'm a low level for both of them. Let's see. Where is she at?
I will protect you. Wish me luck.
$80 or $90? Well, you know what? Let's just get it over with. See how quick I die. Alright. 90. Let's do this. Let's just go with the toughest one. Hi there. Bye there. There we go. That's not bad. Alright, you're doing that. So be it. This feels like a door. Three, two, one. Almost fell off. Alright. Let's see. I should have some. Alright. Bring it on.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Man. Alright. That's fine. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. He's going for the giant bomb. Oh no. Oh no. Luckily I didn't touch the ground. Alright. He's flying across. Yep. Gotcha.
Decided by destiny. Max, where?
Alright. That's 2. I'm drastically underleveled for this. Yep, he's gonna hit me. Nope. Alright. Two level 80s and 2 level 70s. Come on. There we go. Alright. Man. That was the level 90 version. Let me get 2 of them. I'm pretty sure they made Rocket League free for PlayStation. I looked at it once and then I was like, I don't know. It's the level 90 version of Storm Terror, and my characters are only statted correctly for the level 70. I didn't expect it to go, like, that fast. Usually, I would always go with Mona, and only hit him from the ground, because I didn't know you can climb on his neck. But the minute I found out you can climb on his neck, I start using Clee. I'm only statted correctly for the 70. The other two I'm drastically understated. You know what? I'm still in the mood for a boss fight. We're doing another.
La la la.
I'll get 2 of the weeklies out of the way. Which, my user ID is at the bottom. If you ever want to send me a friend request on Genshin and you need your help with a boss fight, I'm here. Just saying. I like a good boss fight. just realized I said you could find me on PlayStation, but I didn't say how. If you wanted to see all the games I've ever played. My name is the same as it is for the stream and for the YouTube channel. Gods of Olympia is my name on there. So, but I am a PlayStation player. You can see all the games I've ever played on PlayStation with the name Gods of Olympia. Spelled exactly the same too. Now this really does feel like a duel. Well, you definitely made the first move.
Steady as stone. Shadows of fate. La la la. Woo, woo. Delves into. Huh.
Yep. It's fine. I don't mind. Still here. It might get a little annoying though. I might not reactivate that.
Delves into destiny.
I'm gonna wait for this. Alright. There we go.
Fate is upon you.
Activating that made me immune to the attack. You got me.
I'll protect us.
My Genshin username is at the top left. But my user ID, which is what you'll need to find me on Genshin, is at the bottom right. If you want to find me on PlayStation, my name is Gods of Olympia, and it's the same, spelled the same as it is on Twitch and on stream for YouTube. But my user ID is at the bottom right, and my name on Genshin is Rose. Go by a different name. I thought it fit the main traveler more.
Leave it all to me.
This can go for 3.
Let me scry.
Trying to figure out what to use.
La la la. Jumpy jumpy.
He's running again. Man, that's a waste of an ult.
Leave it all to me. As a good knight should.
It wouldn't let me activate it. I was gonna hit him with it. I clicked it like 3 times, and it wouldn't activate.
Someone needs assistance.
Super Saiyan mode. Alright.
Shadows of fate. Jumpy jumpy go. Jumpy jumpy go.
Alright.
Let me scry. Written in the stars. Let's dance.
Yeah, I figured that might happen. Stamina's the biggest issue. dodge his front attack and he hits me with the tail. Nice. Alright.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Delve into decided by destiny.
Alright. Dodge one, get hit by the other. Hit me with everything you got, aren't you? Let me see. That's an ironic amount of health. 9999. What time do I stream? Well, because of how late I stay up, sometimes I don't always sleep well, so sometimes I sleep 30 minutes, sometimes I sleep 12 hours. And then sometimes family matters pop into play, so I'll go to help people out. But my usual stream time, if I can stream every day, which these past few days I've had a bit of trouble.
So heavy.
I try to stream every day between noon to midnight. Usually I'll try and start a stream around 2 to 4, at the latest 6. And if I don't start one, I probably couldn't stream that day. But usually if I start a stream between 2 to 6, it'll last for a few hours or more. Like, for example, I've been streaming for 7 hours today. It doesn't really
was a brave
feel
girl
like
today. I found a really weird looking list.
It doesn't really feel like a few hours, though. Now does it? Well, that's a nice drop. I really like that. I need that for Klee.
Third, want me to show it to you?
That's another tier. But, my streaming time is not too accurate, just because of my horrible sleep schedule. But, yeah. Usually I'll start a stream around 2 to 6. In the afternoon.
Dodoko, where are you?
It depends on when I wake up, and depending on what I'm streaming and how much I have to do, I'll stream for estimatedly an hour to, or in this case, 7 hours. This is the longest I've ever streamed, because my used to be record was 5 hours. Now it's about 7. Huh. Well, I want to see if I have enough for another wish. Right, I bought the Welkin Blessing. I guess that does count as paying a little bit of money. I buy the Battle Pass and Welkin Blessing every month for the past 2 months. That's about it. I haven't actually put any money into the wishes other than that. Let's see what I get. Okay. Come on. I have that already, too. Man. Man.
These bombs.
My headset's warning me the battery's low. I know. Let's see. So I need 5 more of those.
Dodoko,
16.
where are you?
And 45. And 21. Big grinding to ascend her again. And then I need 6 of those and 20 of those, and then I can ascend the weapon again. Get that last artifact. Really need to get the constellations, because this with the 120% damage equal thing, lower their defense by 23% with the mines. Just the level boost. This one would be nice too. There's just so much here I'd love to get. Let's see, one more book. You know what? I still kind of don't feel like ending it. I know how that feels. I keep saying I'm gonna end it, and then I keep saying, hey, let's just do one more thing. Well, now I kind of want to up Klee's talent a few levels real quick. So I'm gonna up her talent real quick before I go. Man. It's habit.
Woo!
Let's see. I need one book. No character does anything with these. Alright. There we go. It glitched.
How can I help you?
Not you, bud. Not you. Wanted this. Let's go see if I can make another gold one. Alright. .7%. Don't have enough to make it go up again. Man. Well, it's actually a matter of debate. Let me see.
It's fascinating.
No, I don't. I thought I could make a gold one. Oh well. Alright. Time I end it before I decide to keep going. Alright. Thanks for watching, everyone. Follow on Twitch if you want, subscribe on YouTube if you want. They're both at the bottom. Thanks for watching, really. I've had a lot of fun. And, till next time, everyone. Hope to see you in the next stream, Hope.
Haven't you heard? There's a strange wanderer near Wolf.
Since I said that, I'm gonna wait for like a few seconds, because the chat's a little slower than the stream to like
These bombs
Galaxy sent
so
like
heavy.
a reply before and I didn't catch it, so I want to make sure. Yeah, there it is.
It's been getting quite an expedition at the adventurer's
See you next stream, y'all. Till next time.